right, our Samsung oven has been taking a long time to heat up recently. You can see it's on 150, which is where it starts at. This was put on about 10 minutes ago, hasn't changed at all in temperature. And recently, last couple months, it's taken a long time for it to heat up slowly. So sometimes it heats up real quick, other times it takes 15-20 minutes. You turn it on, off, and then it works. So we have an igniter issue. I'll show you what that looks like to replace. All right, if this is what yours looks like and you're trying to figure out where the model number is, the model number is right here. In there, that is where it is. So that M-C right here is your model number of your Samsung gas range. All right, so the first thing that you do is pull all the oven racks out, and once you do that, you can get to the screws back there. Okay, oven racks are out. You want to get to that Phillips head and that Phillips head screw back there. All right, I just want to show you real quick. Those screws sometimes are baked in there, so make sure you're using a big Phillips head bit like this to get it out that fits in there nice. Don't use a little one, because the little one will have you strip them and then you'll be in real trouble. All right, now we got the screws out. You just have to grab in here and lift up from the back side and lift straight up, and then you pull forward to get these tabs out. Go ahead and set that down, and then we are down to the area you need to get to. So pull out these Phillips heads now. All right, I got these two Phillips heads out. And then you do the opposite. You lift up from the front and pull up to get these tangs out from the back. Now we can see what we're replacing, which is right here. That is the igniter. All right, to get that off, you gotta take the rail off. Phillips head screw there, and there's a Phillips head screw there. I just removed those two. Then you can move the rail to this side, getting out like that. That side comes off, and then you pull up, out, and then it's free. If you look down in there, there's the connector. So you have to get that connector off, and you see that pipe? That is where the end of that goes back onto. So it slides down onto there, and you take that off, and then you can undo the igniter here. Here's the new one I got. Did a quick Google search, Amazon, for that model number, and this is what came up, and it looks like the correct one. So time to put it together. All right, with that unplugged, you can pull the whole rail out, and then you have two Phillips head screwdriver screws right there to remove. All right, these ones do have nuts on the back, so if you just turn it, the nut moves. So you just got to hold the nut while you're turning it to get it out. That's all. So hold the nut in the back. All right, here's the old one, right? And the new one comes with a connector and these. So all you need to do is make sure the right one's going on the right side. So we have the old one here, the right one goes to the right side of the connector. So I'm gonna do that, and then you just go to the back, push it in, and then it snaps in, and it's good. So the left one, push it in, snaps in, and then they're in there, and you're good to go. Now go ahead and reinstall it.
All right, I can't get the connector back on because my hands are too big to fit back there. If you got small hands, you might be able to do it. If not, you're gonna have to take this one off with the front Phillips head, and there's a middle Phillips head. It pulls up like that and out like that. Then you have a little bit better hand area, potentially. To reach and get that in. So let me try. Okay, this is by far the hardest part. I finally just got it after about 5 minutes. I had to hold that bottom portion like this with my hand, and then with my other hand, which I'm now holding the camera, grab this and push the connector in. But now I finally got it. As you can see, it's back together and good. But now we got to get this pan back in. So, I'm gonna have to set that up in the center and wiggle this back in. Okay, got that middle bolt back in, put this one back in. Put this one back in. All right. Now, we need to make sure this goes back over the hole. The gas is coming out. All right. So that's back lined up again. That's lined up again. And if you look down in there, it's back over the tube. And good to go. Bolt everything back down. Put this shield back on, and we'll see if she preheats. All right, I got everything back in now. Everything's back together. We're gonna try our preheat, see if the problem's fixed. Once again, it was taking 20, 30 minutes to finally preheat, or sometimes never, and just staying at 150 the whole time. Additionally, I am not a professional. So I felt comfortable doing this because I'm relatively handy. If you do not know what you're doing, do not do it, as you're dealing with gas and flames and everything else. All right, everything's back together. You can see it's on. It is preheating way faster than it was before. So it appears everything is working correct. Not too bad of a job. The only thing I would say is be real careful on those screws, not to strip them. Make sure you have a thick enough Phillips head. And again, good luck.